right, so my crypto legends, let's analyze the situation, get ready for tomorrow, Monday, or get ready for today also to see if we can see those trading opportunities. We're going to go through the scenario that happened, in between yesterday and today, since we did do that live stream. And yeah, we're just going to go through the Bitcoin price, basically get ready for some major levels that can get rejected, that can get those major bounces. And yeah, let's just dive in here straight into the technical analysis and make sure to destroy the like button on your way in, of course. And I'm just going to go quickly through the comment section before we go through Bitcoin to see what happened since we did do the live stream yesterday. Well, we did get that another retest of the lows, swing failure, as you can see from this low over here. And then got that massive big bounce again to claim the highs. This was a scenario that was very much mentioned on yesterday's live stream, looking for that, potential bounce from this level to claim these highs. Now, in my personal opinion, after this big major drop, I do think, it is possible that we can claim that that $19,300, $19,400 range. Okay, I am still in a long position. I actually added to position. I did take some profits. I will show you that in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so talking about this major second swing failure, right? Retesting the lows again and again. Of course, you can potentially speculate on shorting the highs. I am feeling a little bit more comfortable here longing from these lows after this big major drop for a potential larger correction bounce to the upside. And then I would be very much comfortable if Bitcoin were to hit that 19.3, 19.4, get a couple of consolidation, or depending on the price action that does hit that level, because we, the deal, we can skyrocket to this range and break it. If that does happen, of course, I will not be entering any short positions. I want to see consolidation. I want to see a couple of tests and then potentially enter that trade, just like the trade that I did enter here on Bitcoin, just slightly at the $19,040 range, which we'll go through right in just 1 second. So guys, let me just say hello to the community, and I'm going to explain, these different scenarios on Bitcoin. Why is this such a big support level? I mean, we haven't done much, okay? Basically, on yesterday's live stream, we talked about this exact price action. Let me just go through that right away so you can check out yesterday's live stream. This was mentioned yesterday, early this morning, on that swing failure, failed breakout. It could happen again. It could happen again, and we could also come back up and test these highs. And I'm right, and getting that next leg down, swing failure, and coming back up and retest the highs above 19,150. This is the scenario from yesterday's live stream. Right, we're not going to see too much volatility, too much volume on a potential breakout. Basically, going to kind of range trade. I'm still expecting that potential bounce to 19,300, 400. Is this going to happen? Well, I think there is a chance that it can happen, but most importantly, I want to have position protected. And of course, why not take some profits here at the high range, okay? Because maybe there's not going to be enough power on Bitcoin and we're finally going to roll back down. Of course, I wouldn't be feeling comfortable shorting from this range. Can we drop down? Absolutely. But I'm feeling more comfortable longing from the lows here of this massive big support range, okay? Why is this big support? Because, it's basically the point of control, okay, from the volume trade that the last several weeks. If we take a look at, since the 6th of September 12, all of this price action, the point of control is basically right over here at this exact level where we are trading right now. So it is getting supported. So feeling a little bit more comfortable, obviously longing at support, at a big support level. Of course, be taking profits and maybe be taking a look for short positions as the $19,300, $400 range. It's very, very strong resistance, guys. It is, very, very likely that we could get rejected, test the lows, and even break it in the next coming days. So, yeah, I just want to show you, I'm in this long position still here on Bitcoin. I managed to add a little bit from my long took some profits also from the position added and protecting position again here at 19,040. Okay, protect position just in case we do have that volatility. Like I say, there will be time to jump into a trade if it does get stopped out at break even, right? Once you do see that kind of price action, if the price action were to test these lows again, right? Just say we're going to test it again, we're going to get stopped out. If we do get that wick again to the upside, you always have a potential tight stop loss below the wick. Okay, if this were to happen, this is what happened yesterday. That scenario, dipping below the low, major wick back up here, and then of course back to the upside to test the high zone where we are getting resistance. So you need to be fast, you need to be quick. Just protect position, get into those positions and take profits and protect your capital, like we say always here on the live stream. Most importantly, let's take a look at the comment section. I'm dying here to take a look at the comment section, interact with the community. Ben M, where are you at, handsome? We are waiting. Hey, thanks for those kind words, Ben M. Philip, how are you doing? Mardo, good day. Just like the video. Thank you very much. Insane support for you guys. I hope you enjoy the technical analysis. I hope you enjoy me interacting with the community. So, howdy, Andy from good old London. Hey, Raki, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. Maud Fustang, good morning. Andy, good morning. Raki, how are you doing? If you have the time, can you cover gold? We can take a look at gold, absolutely. But let me just go through the comment section. Metis, please, says Abdalaram. We can take a look at Metis also. Why not? Much love, Maz, Barox, MF Duma. Thoughts on ETF moving to proof of stake? Well, no thoughts on that. I haven't done much research on that, so no thoughts on it. Hey Andy, God bless. Rodney, how are you doing? What's up, my crypto legends, mods? Andy, smash the like button on your way in. Pac-Man, thanks for joining. Andy, thanks for the TA on a Sunday. Now let's all smash the like button, says Lil Dill. Absolutely. Hola, Andy, Kennedy, Marder, Berox. What is the leverage that you use? Well, it all depends. If right now I'm in a 59x on Bitcoin, and on Ethereum, it's a very low leverage. I usually use lower leverage, 10x on Ethereum, and 65x, on a long position on Bitcoin. Now, of course, this is, if I'm looking for those day trades or scalps, and those little moves, this is a percentage move right over here. I am potentially I did take some profits here on this 50-60% move to the upside. Of course, 50% move to the upside with a 65x, this is about a 40% gain out of what I'm risking. So why not take some profits off the table and protect position? Of course, I am looking for slightly higher, okay? I am looking for that level to be tested. If it's going to be tested or not, most importantly, if it's not tested and the price goes down, it doesn't matter being wrong or right. If you have good risk management, I managed to make a little bit of money on this. So this is the thing, it doesn't matter about being right or wrong. Of course, we want to be right most of the times with some strategies and getting in at very good levels. But the risk management is absolutely insane. There's so much poor risk management out there in the trading industry, and this is where most of the people fail, right? 80-90% of the people fail of risk management, and they want to make huge gains. If you do have a $10,000 account, you want to make $5,000 in just about a week, right? You want to double your account in less than 1 month. This is very unlikely to happen. I've been trying to do this many years in the past, and if I have a $10,000 account, I will be making $100 trades. If I have $20,000, I would be making $200 trades, about 1-2% of my capital, because then you can scale up. You have zero emotions, you have good risk management if you get stopped out. This is going to be a section so important inside of my of the course that I am developing at this moment, because it's there's very poor risk management on any trading course out there. They're just trading, and the risk management is something that's so important. You don't have to be the best TA guy to make some money by trading. You need good risk management. Is the only thing that you really need. I don't see Bitcoin going under 17k in this bear market. Do you agree? Says Happy Manetje. Yeah, this is you know, there is a moment right now that there is so much FUD. There's actually a lot of people that are bullish as well. You know, I go all around Twitter and there's actually people, you know, still calling the bottom. The bottom is in. This is the bottom. This is the bottom. We're going to go up, you know. And I think there is a possibility and having a little bit of more pain on Bitcoin. There is a possibility, okay? We're not going to lie. But if it does happen, if we do get that pain, if we do break below the June lows, which is at 17.5, hey, you know, I don't think it's going to be a massive big breakdown, okay? I mean, it all depends. It can be a big fake out, you know, a breakdown and a massive recovery, or, you know, if it breaks down solidly with a lot of volume, we can enter a large capitulation that might take just a few weeks to come all the way down to 12K. As I showed you on other videos, there's not much volume in between, you know, 18K and 12K. We could break down easily down to those levels. Of course, that would be a massive buying opportunity on Bitcoin, okay? In my personal opinion, anyway. Is it possible? I mean, we know the deal. Interest rate hikes. You know, we got GDP in the US that's going to go down, you know, 0.9% by the end of the year, and many, you know, Europe in a mess. We got other countries. It's not looking great. 2023 is not really looking great as they are showing us. Now, is it all a lie and it's just going to be absolutely phenomenal? I mean, this is the thing. We don't really exactly know. Technicals say that we could get a bounce. On-chain data says that, you know, we could be very close to the bottom and we're ready for a reversal. So, you know, this is the thing. Overall, you know, my game plan here for the next coming months and years, like I say, guys, and I'm going to, you know, go with you in this adventure, of course, because I've been in crypto since 2018, is start buying, you know, just relax, you know, enjoy the bear market, accumulate and look for those trading opportunities so we can, you know, accumulate Bitcoin, accumulate some stable coins as well, trading this volatile market. And yeah, I'm gonna ride this with you guys. I'm gonna ride this wonderful bear market with you. I believe the bottom is in, says Rodney. Too many retail buyers in the market. More pain will come, says Pac-Man. This is the thing. Yeah, this is also very possible. Something curious that I saw on on-chain data is that the number of wallets with more than 1,000 Bitcoin is actually decreasing. So this means the whales, you know, wallets of over 1,000 Bitcoin are actually decreasing. People are actually unloading, you know, some of those Bitcoin while we're going down. And guess what wallets are growing? Yes, exactly. It is the retail. Wallets that have 0.1 Bitcoin is growing. It is hitting all-time high every single week. Okay, so a lot of retail are buying, but of course, you know, this, I think, you know, more pain can come, but you know, this is good. You know, Bitcoin is made also for retail. It's made for other people. So, you know, as long as a lot of retail still continue buying in the next coming months, you know, that bounce will inevitably happen at some point. The pros will wipe most of retail out, and when that happens, the price will start to go up. How low can we go? How low? I mean, 10K Bitcoin. I mean, this is going to be absolutely insane. You know, I will be very happy if Bitcoin went down to the 15K, or 10K, I mean. You know, it's going to be, I don't live out of my portfolio. You know, my portfolio is to make it bigger and bigger every time. So if we do get that chance to go to cheaper levels, hey, there's more to put in into that portfolio, right? So yeah, I mean, I don't really care too much about my portfolio because I don't take any money out of the portfolio every month or every couple of months. It's just to add up more different you know, cryptos such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, more pain should come. Hey, pain is, I like pain, you know. You need to love pain. I wish we were going down to 10K, I'll tell you that. In on-chain data, whales are not accumulating yet. Well, yeah, this is basically what I was explaining. You know, the plus $1,000 Bitcoin wallets is actually decreasing. This is not really a good sign, right? Whale wallets are decreasing. retail wallets are increasing, right? The 0.1 Bitcoin, the 1 Bitcoin, that is increasing, but yeah, the big whale wallets are decreasing. So yeah, they have control of the movements basically. 15-minute Bitcoin reverse head and shoulder, says Arbet. Yeah, also very, very possible, something like this. It is, you could arguably discuss, this is the 15-minute chart. So inverse head and shoulder, the problem is, the neckline, right? What would the neckline be? Something like this, right? It's very, very choppy action. But yeah, I get the point here. Hey, this is very much what I am eyeing also, you could add up this head and shoulder to give it a little bit of more confidence. It's a double left shoulder, double left inverse head and shoulder, right? I mean, head and shoulders are not perfect. I had much hate on people on head and shoulder patterns. They're never perfect. Okay, sometimes they are, but you're not going to see a beautiful head and shoulder scenarios. Head and shoulders can be something like this. And this is also a head and shoulder. And people get absolutely mad with some TA sometimes on head and shoulders. Smash button light, but yeah, everything is valid. This is very, very much valid. Inverse head and shoulder, very, very possible, very possible. Of course, what would be the ideal scenario? Of course, from this range over here, we're getting a little bit of a correction at this moment on BTC. And ideal scenario, of course, would be getting above this candle over here. We want some pretty nice pressure. We want high volume on a move up, guys. If we were to have a nice little spike to the upside, it is likely that correction will likely test the highs and potentially even break it. It might create a double top, but where you want to find those opportunities, of course, is in those quick moves, right? And let me just quick show you here a very, very clear example on how volume interacts with the volume, with the price action, okay? Let's just watch, this happened very, very late, very early this morning, very, very early this morning. We had some pretty nice spikes in volume right there. Volume is dead yesterday. Volume was also dead, this morning, we did have some small little spikes. But you can see this spike and this spike, right? So you got that swing failure, spike down, massive buying pressure, back up again. Looking at the 5 minute, we got a nice wick. So also some buying pressure, whoop, back up again. What happens here? You have another candle right there, getting above this major lower highs. As you can see, you have lower highs right there. So this candle is already showing some good pressure. You do have several buying opportunities right there. Let me just show you right away, okay? Just, if you're reading volume and price action. So you have this this is looking at the 5 minute, right? We're looking at scalps here, just 1 second, just so you can get an idea, so you can train the eye, so you can, take advantage of these kind of movements in the near future. So you got that break of structure right there, okay, of lower highs on the 5 minute, lower high, swing failure from the low that we did create here, okay, yesterday. And, there's pretty large volume. We like volume. We want to see candles with volume because they are significant. If we do have a spike to the upside, this is a setup too. This is one of my favorite setups on when I was trading back in 2017, the German stock market, where you have a move to the downside with large volume, and you also have a move to the upside with large volume also. Usually the back of that candle is going to react as support, right? As you can see right there, the back of this red candle, you got move to the downside, swing failure, whoop, a massive big volume candle here to the other side, breaking structure. Inside of this correction, you are likely to come back up to test the highs, guys. You basically, breaking the downtrend structure. You are seeing some volume. You are seeing a battle to defend this support level. What happens? You get the bulls stepping in a little bit, breaking the back of this structure. Where does that correction bounce to? To the back of the red candle, as you can see right over here, right? You're testing the back of this large red candle right there. Look at this, bang, you touch it, and you come up to test the high levels. I mean, these are very, very small percentage moves. You need to have high leverage if you want to make some gains out of this move, because this is basically a 0.45% move. using 100x leverage, you're making 45% gains, basically, right? So yeah, you would have to use, 80, 90. As soon as you're in profits, with these high leverage trades, you want to start protecting position, right? Once you move up, because your liquidation price will be very much stuck to your entry point, right? When you're using so high leverage. So, I mean, this is the thing. Anyway, these small little opportunities right there. We also had, not too much volume here. I mean, this wouldn't have been the best trade, but also you break the highs. With this volume, you bounce again to the high of the volume level, right? These are small little movements inside of a major range. Range trading also, once volatility is down, for scalping, it's my favorite, okay? I prefer less volatility for scalping than a lot of volatility, because then the movements are very much respected up and down. Let's take a look here at the comp section, because I have a so many comments here that I want to read. Hi Andy, I watch you every day. I have learned more from your YouTube channel than any course I've taken, says Josh Cantu. I have taken about 5 courses in my life, since 2017. I got into trading and technical analysis in 2017. I was obsessed. It was a whole year of buying books, buying all of the different courses I ever, I could afford. And basically, some of them work, some of them don't. You do a mix, and then you finally come up with what works, and and obviously good risk management. All of the courses that I've done, risk management is absolutely crap. I really want to make inside of my course a risk management section where it's going to be very, very helpful for people to be consistently profitable in the mid long term, because what usually happens in when you're trading, most importantly, you always have to risk the same amount on every single trade, because you might get greedy, and today I'm going to risk 5% on this trade of my capital, or 10%, right? Sometimes you get greedy and you add to your position too much. I mean, this has happened to me before also, and this is where people fail. This is where you burn your account. And I mean, it happens to most of the people. It happened to me before many times, till you actually realize that is not the way. That is not the way to be consistent and profitable. Always risk the same amount. So anyway, let's take a look at Lifound Music has given me a super chat here. Thank you very much. And hi Andy, QNT on weekly, inverse head and shoulder. Let's take a look at QNT on the weekly. We do see a potential inverse head and shoulder, says Lifound Music. So let's see if the price is getting exhausted to the downside. Let's take a look at the weekly and zoom out. It's funny because I do have this lower high resistance trend line. So is this the inverse head and shoulder that you were talking about? Potentially it is, and it's already playing out. Hey, Quant is doing pretty good. Quant is doing pretty good here for the last few weeks. It's pretty bullish. It has, pumped over 100% in 3-4 weeks. So it's looking pretty good. Yeah, we can see that inverse head and shoulder here playing out. It's got a descending neckline. We can go to the 3-day chart and we can see it pretty clear. It was hitting a bit of resistance right there. It's had a pretty solid breakout. So yeah, it does not looking bad. It's not looking bad. It does potentially look like that we are in the third wave if we want to take a look at Elliott wave theory. This inverse head and shoulder with a descending neckline, as you can see with lower highs, is giving us, a potential projected move. Let's take a look. Now, we are hitting a huge amount of resistance right now, and you know the deal. What is it? It's a setup 2 scenario right there. Why a setup 2? It's the massive big weekly candle that we did have here, September of 2021, with the biggest volume, as you can see. It is basically at the back of this massive green candle, large consolidation right there. It is hitting that level right now. correction is very, very likely at this moment after seeing this massive bullishness for the last few weeks. Correction is kind of imminent, right? It looks like it is likely to correct in the next coming days, at this, $190, big resistance level. So, if it does correct down, we want to find out big support levels. Of course, biggest support range. I mean, this is big resistance. I'm not going to lie. It's big resistance. Projected move from inverse head and shoulder here from the descending neckline. We still got potentially another, $40 to go, $220. We could get that wick to the upside to hit that target. But yeah, it's a little bit of a hard one, this one, because we got major support here also at $150. It's been very much respected several times. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the small consolidation right there, but we had the inverse head and shoulder that finally gave it power to move higher. Yeah, best trading scenario here would be getting a larger correction to the point of control, which would be about $110 range, 105, 110. This probably is going to take a couple of weeks, but I do see that correction coming. Okay, if it does move to the upside, I don't think it will successfully break this $190 range. It's going to potentially have some volatility at 210, 220, hitting that target of the inverse head and shoulder. And what I want to see to successfully short this level, okay? Because of course, would I short now? And I would say no. We still have a projected momentum to the upside potentially from this scenario. And shorting right now with this massive uptrend that we've had in for the last few weeks right now. If we go to the daily chart, this is pretty powerful. Shorting here is definitely risky, right? This has big momentum. So where would I short? How could I know I want to get into short position when we lose that momentum? How do you know that we're going to lose momentum? What signs do you need to know for that loss of momentum? Well, what we want to see, of course, is multiple attempts in trying to go higher. This is the moment that you might be losing momentum. It doesn't need to be the 210 or the 220. We're already facing a big resistance zone. This level here was the start of a big major pump to the upside here, as you can see, with a large amount of volume, right? We've got this spike in volume starting exactly at the $190. So we're already at a resistance zone. We're already at a level where we could get heavily rejected. You could have a small leverage, ladder in short position, right? Where you're going to add, you get into a short and, you're risking 0.2% of your capital. If you're willing to risk 1%, and you know that you are likely to get this rejection at some point in the next week or two. I mean, this is a swing trade scenario right now. It is risky, okay, because this could continue to the upside. What I would want to see for confirmation to be more conservative is the loss of momentum, spike to the upside, maybe another spike, swing failure, get that momentum to be lost. And this is the moment when you start, getting below higher lows where you know that you are likely to get that deeper correction. And this is the moment where you want to potentially enter a trade. It can be on the second wick. It can be on the third wick. But, this is the ideal price action that you want to see to get into that trade, right? On the daily chart, there wasn't much loss of momentum. You got several daily candles, right? Just by having 2 to 3, 4 daily candles trading at the same level, say, right, $190 or $200, the loss of momentum is happening. So you got 4 candles right over here, back in February of 2022, right? From the 7th till the 11th, loss of momentum, you had the correction. You starting going up. I don't want to short till I see several daily candles at a resistance zone and losing momentum, you have the correction there. Same right over here, we got it there, you got it there. You do get those corrections once you see several candles of daily, at the same level, losing that momentum, right? Losing the buying power. So I would be eyeing this on quant. I got Lefan Music saying inverse head and shoulder. This is basically already playing out. We're almost at the target level. We had a descending neckline of lower highs, creating that inverse head and shoulder, breaking the neckline. It's already playing out. So it's basically late to long. So what we want to take a look at is some potential shorting opportunities. And I think this $190, $200, 220 zone is a very nice shorting opportunity. Of course, what could happen is we break $190, and I've seen this many times when you get above a resistance. But after such a big momentum move, this is gagging for a massive correction at some point. Okay, it is waiting for that large correction before you potentially might continue to the upside. But the momentum is getting exhausted. It's getting overextended. Sorry, not exhausted. We're not seeing exhaustion yet. So here on QNT, yeah, like I said, you might break above this resistance zone, right? The lows from the massive pump that we did have back in September of 2021. This is the back of this major candle pump on the daily, on the weekly. This is the start of the major level. So you might break up. If it breaks up, it will likely bounce at least once as support. If it starts making double top scenario, this is the moment you want to start thinking getting into that short, as you are losing the momentum. You are creating a double top. You want to get into the highest level possible and have a relatively tight stop loss. Give it a few dollars on top of the last lower high, just in case you do get a little bit of volatility to the upside. That potential move down, it will be imminent. It'll be imminent. If we do take a look at this scenario, just say the bottom was in here on quant. If anyone knows about Elliott wave theory, we know that you potentially are starting creating 5 waves here on Elliott wave theory. If there's a massive big downtrend in 2021 and part of 2022, 6 months down to the June lows. So what if we're already in a third wave on Elliott wave theory here to the upside, where we have had one projected move to the upside. Okay, Elliott wave theory, we know it's 5 waves. We got one right there. Second corrective move right to the 382, 50% Fibonacci, whatever, and then the third extension where it can go higher. This is why this 190, 220 range is going to be the moment we are likely going to see the third wave ending, and we want to potentially wait for that fourth wave. Want to potentially get into that fourth wave at least to the $140. We do have this resistance support. We could get a bounce here on that fifth wave. Maybe fifth wave will fail miserably. Maybe it will have a massive move to the upside. It can double top. Also, a fifth wave can double top with a third wave. Also, very, very possible. But it is likely to finish the momentum before it gets lost. So we want to get into those scenarios. Like I said, of course, no bullishness. This will finally get exhausted in the coming days, very, very likely, on quant. If we do not reach the $220, which is the projected move of this inverse head and shoulder scenario, we are potentially likely going to get a huge bounce on the fourth wave. So that fourth wave here, it's also going to be a major trading zone, right? And we have a large zone. There might be big volatility, in between 110 and 140, right? So it's a big zone. You can get that volatility price action on the fourth wave, and then have the move up. So this is the range where you want to potentially long with very low leverage. Stop loss below the 2 wave. If it's going to be a swing trade scenario, it might take a couple of weeks here to get to the high of the third wave and potentially break it. I mean, this is looking at the daily chart. And yeah, this is basically what I can see on Quant, on QNT. Seb. Gingers have souls too. What's up, my man? Thanks for joining the live stream. I got Seb here giving insane support as usual. Baked in, boy. Let's take a look. Game Pro, how are you doing? Can you look at Aave, says Sebi. Absolutely, let's take a look at Aave. But yeah, I want to take a look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? Is it dumping? It's dumping a little bit. It's having, you know, it's still in a large range. Yeah, who knows? Maybe. Can it correct all the way down to the 618 right now, which is 140, 130 range? Also very, very possible. Let's take a look at Aave. Wow, Aave is... It's going sideways now for the last few weeks. I mean, this does look like that the bearishness is getting exhausted. You know, massive descending wedge bearish scenario, sideways, and it's ready to rock. This one looks like it's ready to rock. Let's see if we do have more price action here on the Binance exchange, and we can see 2020 big consolidation already at these levels back in August, September, October, November, December, even January of 2020. 6 months of a large consolidation, reaccumulation scenario before having that massive skyrocket, you know, breakout in January, in February of 2021. Now we are trading at that level. We are trading at that level, going sideways. Same amount of time, approximately, you know, 4 or 5 months. You know, is it going to be another month here trading in between this range? Hey, this is a interesting level for me on a lot of cryptos. Looking at Aave, you know, selling pressure is getting exhausted. We test the lows here at $48 range. You know, getting close to these lows. You know, stay cautious. I would say there's going to be that for Aave, which is an incredible DeFi project. It's, you know, these are going to be massive buying levels if we were to go slightly lower. Of course, you know, what if the bottom is in? If you buy at these levels and we drop down to, you know, $40, you might think, hey, this is almost a 50% dump. You know, if I'm investing, you know, $10,000 here and we go down there and you're saying the bottom is nearly in and I want to buy some more at low levels, you know, I'm losing 50% of my money on this drop. But anyway, I guess you wanted me to take a look at short-term analysis. Let's take a look at short-term analysis on Aave. We had a nice little trading zone here on Aave. Point of control being hit at this moment. Value area low, not managing to get above the range, basically, as you can see. Yeah, this one, it can get heavily rejected from this zone. You know, we are seeing that choppy action. Very difficult to say right now on Aave. This is the moment, the 13th of October, where we did get the news event. I mean, this is the thing. When we have the news events, it's very, very difficult when we have news, okay? News, it breaks technicals. It adds noise to the charts. And this is just a bunch of noise, you know? This is not a solid breakout. It was a news breakout where there's massive manipulation. And basically, we had a V-shaped recovery on these, on this news event on the 13th, right? The CPI data. This is why I do not personally trade the news, because it's massively manipulated. They bring fear to the market, have massive selling volume, and then they have a massive V-shaped recovery, trapping a huge amount of people that want to jump into shorts. Anyway, so right now, it's got acceptance after the news event, right? We had the news event, we back above the support range. If we take a look at the fixed volume profile, I'm interested in this very large range because we got some interesting highs at $80 and some interesting lows at $70. So it's trading between $70 and $80 despite this, manipulation moment on the news event. So right now it's getting acceptance above $70, as we can see. Right, so value area low from the range. This is just a bunch of noise. We need to imagine that this never happened, because that is pure manipulation of the news. And right now it's getting acceptance above the value area low. Of course, we just about to hit major resistance at $75 on RV. So we want to be cautious. We might be hitting $75, which is only $1 away, and then get that massive rejection. Yeah, I would be paying attention to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin were to hit 19,300, 19,400, in between today and tomorrow, RV is likely to get that $1-2 pump to $75, $76. That is a major resistance on Bitcoin. It's a major big level on Bitcoin where I do think it can get a big rejection, guys. So if this, inverse head and shoulder scenario were to play out, if it were to play out, and we're going to start hitting 19.3, 19.4K level, this is the moment we want to pay attention for a potential big short position, right? Every time these pumps happen on Bitcoin, these relief pumps, they have been getting smacked down for the last few weeks, every single time, last few months. So it's a major important level. So we want to pay attention on Bitcoin also. Obviously stock market and DXY, but if we're trading altcoins, I would go to the big boys, right? Which would be Ethereum and Bitcoin. So are they big resistance at 75, 76? From the trading range now for the last 30 days. It's the 15th of October. This is the 19th, 18th of September. If it does start hitting the point of control right there, it is still consistently creating lower highs. So I do see a potential lower high here, at 75, 76 with a bit of volatility. Give it a couple of dollars to the upside. If it does start getting that choppy action at that range, and Bitcoin might be trading at, 19.3, 19.4, hitting that major resistance zone, I do think, I do see this one maybe collapsing back down, following this downtrend, basically, on RV. This is if you want a range trade. RV is a fantastic DeFi project that will have a bright future. Alts are dropping bad, says Valentino. Yeah, they're dropping bad. It's time to accumulate. You can accumulate whenever. I remember buying altcoins back in 2018 and 2019. It was absolutely crazy. It was a crazy time. Because, I remember putting money into some altcoins and then waking up next morning and it's like, hey, it's down minus 30%. Yay, let's buy some more. Crazy moments. Just like when COVID came, I remember when COVID came, down 65% or something on my portfolio in just a matter of 2 weeks. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy some more. I'm down. I'm losing money. But you know what? I'm going to buy some more. After a few years, it paid out, but it paid off. You can't imagine how much. It was absolutely phenomenal. Now I'm here doing videos, doing technical analysis, doing some trading, and living the dream, guys. So this cycle will repeat in the future. We just don't really know exactly when, how long the recession can take. There's going to be bad drops. We just need to live with them and accumulate as much as we can. Let's take a look. Andy, please, Nia. Let's take a look at Nia Protocol, because Nia Protocol, I had a scenario. I had this chart ready. And, it did actually get rejected from a major level we talked about on a live stream. just a few days ago. I mean, no, this was actually, just 2 days ago. This was pretty insane because this is the chart that I had, right? We got a major level here on Neo Protocol at $3.20, right? It's been a big support level. We got double bottom scenario here back in July. It's a big level. What we did have right here was a massive drop with some pretty decent volume. And we consolidated exactly at the $3.20 range. This was just, less than 1 week ago on the 11th and 12th of October. Look at this large consolidation. I mean, you want to take advantage of these opportunities, guys. I mean, I didn't have, I wasn't looking at this chart, obviously. If not, I would have potentially traded it. But oh my goodness, this is the trading patterns, the trading strategy that we want to trade. This is a high probability trade scenario, guys, and we talk about it so many times on the streams. It's one of the best strategies that I have learned ever in trading. It's one of the first strategies I learned back in 2017, which is price action and volume breakout from resistance and support levels. You basically have a massive volume right there coming down into support at $3.20, guys. Look at this massive support right there. You can see it because you're moving down with high volume, and you're also consolidating exactly there for a few days, right? 11th of October, 12th of October at the $3.20 range. You're thinking, hey, this level is strong. What's going on? Price action is stopping at this level. Why? Let's go back. And you can see that this price level has been respected before in the past. And here's where you think, I really like this level. This level is strong. We're in a massive downtrend. So it is risky to actually long the level as we are in a downtrend, right? So, best thing you could think here for a high probability trade is if we break this level with high volume, I know it's going to be very likely resistance. This is going to be huge level. When you're aggressively dropping down like this, you can get into long positions as well, potentially looking for a retracement. But you want to basically go with the trend. Trend is your friend. And the smartest idea, and I'll have to take a look at the live stream from the 11th or 10th, 11th or 12th of October, because I remember like this was yesterday. I will take a look at it. If I do find that section, I will show it on the next live stream, guys, just to show you potential scenarios that I talk about here. And we'll go through what could happen right now, okay? Just 1 second. But this was absolutely crazy because, that breakdown happened with large volume. And you guys can see it right now. What happened? We retraced with very low volume to hit that $3.20 range and got that rejection, as you can see. Obviously, this is a take profit zone already. I mean, this move is, I don't know, was it a 5% move? Yeah, it's about a 7% move. Hey, you're using a 10x leverage here, which I think is reasonable for an altcoin. You're making 70% gains on this, move to the downside, which is just a couple of days. It's a small swing trade. But, this is this is textbook, price action and volume. So we can see, Neo Protocol, volume. Hey, this just happened a couple of days ago. If I find that video, I will go through it, because usually what I say on the videos is like, break, high volume, breakthrough, get that bounce to claim the highs or the 618. 618 here was claimed. 618 was claimed, or even more, from the lows to the highs, 618 levels to the exact dollar. We know that 618 most of the times does get a bounce. Can it go lower? Yeah, absolutely. But if you're trading a short from this level, you want to get you want to take profits, basically, guys. Take profits and protect position. You're riding a free trade here. Your question now, what would it be? what's going on. I don't care what happened. I want to make money today, tomorrow. So let's go to, but it's important, guys, you know, just so you can realize, you know, this only just happened. We need to realize how we want to read the chart and momentum and where we could find those major opportunities to make some huge gains. I mean, Near Protocol can be traded on Bybit. I mean, Bybit does have a huge amount of altcoins that the USDT perpetual is available here on Bybit. So yeah, you do. I mean, so many opportunities on altcoins as well. And Near Protocol is a pretty mid-large cryptocurrency. Yeah, it's 31, so it's a large cap cryptocurrency. Yeah, it's over $2 billion in market capitalization. Yeah, very much interested in trading large caps. Remember, guys, if you are interested in trading and you are experienced from other markets or in crypto, my favorite trading platform, you know the deal, it is Bybit. You do get an insane bonus if you sign up with the link down below, okay? $4,380 to be claimed at the rewards hub on your profile. It takes less than 2 minutes. You can claim those bonuses at the rewards hub, okay? My favorite trading platform, Bybit, number one, because fees are extremely cheap, fast transactions. It's just number one in my personal opinion. Of course, PrimeXBT, if you want to trade S&P 500, Dow Jones, oil. I haven't been trading much on PrimeXBT. I'm focusing on Bitcoin, Ethereum. You know, I don't want to have 10 trades open, just focusing a little bit on Bybit trading at the moment. But you also got an insane bonus on PrimeXBT. You're using crypto to trade Forex, oil, natural gas. $7,000 to be claimed if you use Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code, okay? You basically get 7% added to your deposit. Let's go through. Bybit rocks. Bybit is the number one. I mean, I've tried other ones. You know, Femix is good. Margix is okay. You know, there's, what else? BitGet. You know, there are different ones, but for me, Bybit is the number one. You know, that is where I have all of my trading funds. Bybit and PrimeXBT, you know, if I want to trade S&P 500, which is, I did trade oil last month, but yeah, they're different markets, you know, which is pretty cool. I like to do some analysis sometimes, and, you know, if I want to trade oil, then PrimeXBT. You can't trade oil on Bybit, so only crypto. Number one, crypto platform, Bybit. For me, of course. There are many other good ones. Let's take a look at the comment section. We can take a look at some altcoins. Well, hang on 1 second. Let's take a look at Near, because, you know, somebody asking at Near Protocol, what is the next scenario? We only talked about the scenario that happened. You know, this guy's crazy. You know, he's only talking about stuff that happened yesterday. You crazy crackhead. Talk about what could potentially happen. Yeah, let's talk about that. So, yeah, we're basically testing the June lows at this moment. Massive volatility wick that we did have on Near Protocol back in June. Let me just check another exchange to see if this was only a scam wick on Binance. Hopefully not. Yeah, I mean, yeah, different price action here on Bitfinex. Lows have been tested on the Bitfinex chart. Which is strange. Yeah, also on BitMEX. So Binance. Yeah, this is a Binance wick, unfortunately. So we do not need to count this wick over here. This is just a Binance scam wick. You Binance, you scammers. You know, we have a massive wick here on Binance. We need not pay attention on this, but because the analysis is on Binance, so paying no attention to this wick. And lows of June have been tested. Swing failure potentially happening at this moment. Yeah, I mean, we could get a double bottom scenario here on Near Protocol. Swing failure from the lows. It's very, very possible. Very, very possible. Let me just I mean, if we were to have a solid breakdown here on the daily with large volume, you know, we are likely to come down to trade to test the summer lows. And this, looking at the daily, is going to take a couple of weeks, of course. But that double bottom is very, very possible. Where would be an ideal trading scenario here on Near Protocol if we're looking for a scalp? A big volume breakout from the highs that we just broke down from. So the highs that we broke down for the last few days is this one right here with a large volume, the one that we talked about. So if Near Protocol were to have a break above this resistance zone, which is now resistance, we are looking for a nice solid break up with high volume. You want high volume with the breakout, okay? Low volume, we're not interested in low volume, especially we are in a downtrend. So if you're breaking up with low volume, it's likely going to get rejected and maybe come down and not get a bounce from this level. We got a nice level here of resistance, which is the back of this red candle with large volume. We got bounce, start of the red candle volume. So there's going to be major opportunities here in shorting and longing. Why? Because we got this resistance at $3.20 on Near Protocol. $3.20, major level. $3.45, 44, major level. You have major opportunities here, short, long, till we actually hit those levels a couple of times. Then it's risky because you could break up or down. But you will likely get at least one resistance rejection and one support bounce, at least to test the 618 here from the bounce or the highs. I mean, you want to get in and out of positions very, very fast on these altcoins. Nelia, XRP, Andy, Valentino. Let's take a look at XRP right away. Why not? Wow, got Luna Classic, Solana. Wow, how many different altcoins? It's called Stop Hunting. Nomad Man Beats. Yes. Stop Hunting. Scamwix, right? Scamwix. Stop Hunting. I'm in a short from 19,100. I wonder if I should exit the trade, says Darren. I'm in a long position from 19,040. I did take some profits here at the highs. I did protect position is protected. I mean, trade is there, Trade is there at 19,040. And position stop loss is there at the entry point. I'm going to hold this position. I do think we could get that leg up. Then it will be a nice risk to reward. Let's see if that does happen. Of course, if we come back down and create choppy action again, I might reconsider entering another long position. Only if we consolidate, only if we have a reaction. Because, when I don't enter a trade here is when price action does this. Then I won't enter. But if it does this, then this, then I think, hey, I'm going to jump in and trade there. Just like there. Right, I had so many different altcoins here in the comment section to take a look at. But hey, Andy, I saw your live on Misfits Boxing yesterday at the event, and you got called out by Ryan Taylor. Squash head. You're amazing, man. Dava, thanks for joining. I can see Dava here in the comment section. Dava and Seb. Let me just check out here my mods. I got Seb and Dava in the comment section. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Pratesh M says waves shorting levels, please. Okay, let's take a look at waves. Why not? Let's take a look at waves. Waves got absolutely destroyed. It had a very, very unusual pump scenario. This was back in March 2022. It had a very, very strange, massive pump all the way to $60. I mean, this is, you know, inside job scenario, pump and dump, you know, wow. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, something fishy going on there on this project. I mean, you know, early 2022. So I know Waves has been a project that's been at, you know, here for years. Shorting levels for Waves. I mean, wow, look at this. Let me just go to the 3-day chart and, you know, yeah, I can see I mean, I don't like this breakout. I don't like this choppy action breakout on Waves from this large support range at the $4 levels, basically. If we zoom in here at $4 on the 3-day chart, yeah, I mean, this is very, very choppy action. I do see this one having a pump out of nowhere. As this is a difficult one. I mean, look at this. This is a pump and dump coin. I mean, look, it's not respecting major technical levels. You know, that pump back in March was absolutely crazy. Look at this. How could you apply any type of technicals here? Anyway, let's zoom in here on Waves right away and take a look at this scenario. It is aggressively creating lower highs, of course, just about hitting that resistance from lower highs at this moment, almost hitting it. And yeah, I mean, I would be cautious. Volume is going down lower, lower, and lower. I think this one could get a massive big pump scenario. A big resistance zone is the $4.20. It's been respected very, very much as support and as resistance here for a quick wick down here, looking at the daily. So if we go to the 4 hourly, take a look at the lower time frames. You know, we can get rejected here. We could get rejected here, looking at the 4 hourly. It's hitting a big major zone. So we did create a descending triangle scenario. We got lower highs right there. Right, bouncing support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, descending triangle scenario right there, okay? So it broke down. I mean, this target was met already. This target has been met already from this descending triangle scenario. Now I mean, the rejection is there. This level exactly at $3.65 range is the level where it's a shorting range, not going to lie. Can the lows be tested? I mean, absolutely. I would be, if I would be shorting here at the highest point possible of $3.65, $3.62, I would be taking profits at least at the $3.40. You know, we got a major spike there. It's going to start hitting, you know, 50% levels from the pump. I would be cautious. But yeah, the shorting level was exactly there at $3.60, $3.62 range. You know, we're hitting that resistance level. There's been respected here for the last few weeks. We had a massive breakdown. We've only just tested it now, just a few hours ago. So that was the shorting level. You want to, and of course, you know, potentially taking profits at the $3.40, which is a big level that's been respected as support and resistance, and it will start hitting 50% fib range. Could get that bounce there. Yeah, so I mean, it would have been ideal here for a retracement after this solid breakdown, no? But this was a bear flag. There's a little bit of a difficult one right there. You could have got into the short of the bear flag with a small position. If you retrace, you add to your position, so your position goes up. But that correction was kind of imminent on waves since we had that breakdown a few days ago of the $3.65. Hitting that level right now, it should correct down a few 10 cents. Let's take a look at the comment section right away. I got Pratesh, Sin Games, becoming a member. Welcome, Sin Games. Let me take a look. I got Sin Games here asking. Hello, I'm new to trading, and now the resistance and support levels. Things are there. Any really important things I should know? Wow, there's so many different things, but basically we want to keep trading basic. We want to keep trading basic at the beginning so we understand. But candlesticks, support and resistance, then you add volume. We could add a volume profile, then we can add Fibonacci, then harmonics, then different other patterns. But yeah, many things to learn, of course. Looks like a head and shoulders on the BTC 15-minute target would be the 618 and the daily open. Daily open of inverse head and shoulder on the 15-minute. Let's go to the 15-minute right away. And the daily open, let's find, where is the daily open? Target would be the daily open from today. Daily open is... Oh. Okay. Head and shoulder scenario, not inverse head and shoulder. Okay, yeah. So we do have the daily open right there. Today's daily open was at $19,060. $19,060. So that is our daily open. I get you. Very possible also. Daily open was here, right? At $19,060 range. Okay, where we got this green candle, start of this green candle. So looks like a head and shoulder. A very choppy one, but yeah, I get you. So we got this big support level at 19,100. A couple of wicks, and we got this price action, and the projected move would be something like this from the breakout and that daily open zone, you know, at the $19,040, $19,060 would be the projected move. Yeah, you know, very possible. But on the other side, we also have, you know, this potential inverse head and shoulder scenario. After a big major drop where this is big support. I mean, we could come down and retest these levels again. Yeah. Also very possible. If you want to have a relatively tight stop loss and speculate on this scenario, you know, of course, stop loss at the head range, right? Which would be here at 19,175. You know, you want to get the highest possible range if you want to speculate on this head and shoulder. And you know, stop loss there, and you have a, you know, relatively good risk to reward. I mean, this can play out. You know, you're right or wrong. You want to have very good risk to reward, right? So you're looking at something like this over here, where your trade is giving you at least 2-to-1, 3-to-1 risk to reward. Yeah, very possible. Es posible. Let's, Andy, please, Ethereum Dojo. Let's take a look at Ethereum right away. Let's take a look at Ethereum. What's going on with Ethereum? Yeah, Ethereum. If Bitcoin were to get that relief rally to the 19.3, 19.4k levels, if that were to happen, I think it's possible. You know, this is a support level because we've been trading now for a few days at this level. It's strong support. We can see it on the price action. So you know, that potential larger relief rally is also very possible. So we're going to the other side on Ethereum. We also know that this 1,270 range is also a strong support level. Got nice price action, a bunch of noise there when we had the news, and you know, right there it is holding the range. if Bitcoin were to have that leg up on the price action to 19.3, 19.4, I think 1,320 is likely to be hit on Ethereum, in between today and tomorrow. You're looking at short-term targets. I'm in a long position here from the swing failure. I'm still in that long on Ethereum at $1,238 from the swing failure of the news event. Swing failure from the lows. Did take some profits, not going to lie. Position is protected. I am looking for higher. I do think we could get that recovery. Bigger relief rally. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Russell, I will take a look at, let's take a look at sushi here for Russell. Why not? Absolutely. Let's take a look at sushi, but I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Ooh. Wow. I mean, this a descending, boring wedge scenario with no real breakout. Just got to the end of the apex. And it's gone flat. Yeah, sushi did have a little bit of pumpy action the last few days. Let's zoom in here on the price action on sushi. We can get this descending wedge scenario out because it's just hasn't been anything. It's just fizzled out of the pattern, so we didn't have a big major move. It's just in a very, very large trading range at this moment. Now, of course, it is creating lower highs, but it is also creating higher lows. Let me just check out the fixed range here. Yeah, it's basically at a resistance level, right? We're at a resistance level. It is creating lower highs on the macro, right, for the last few months. So, and it's just at that resistance level. It's got above the high here, but it's creating choppy action. I think, yeah, sushi is on the verge of a correction potentially to the $1.25 point of control at least. It's at resistance, so I would say, yeah, it's gonna potentially break down in the coming days. Sushi going to 0.0005. No need any TA. Does it look like it followed any rules? Says Yuki Osuda. Going to 0.005. Well, sushi swap. I mean, I do like it. It's a decentralized swap. It does have some different cool features. Utility, is it, is the massive utility on the token? I mean, this is all depending on what kind of research you do on it. Keep it up, says Tahonas. Thank you very much for their super chat, my man. Thanks for joining. I know you enjoy the streams. You're always here. Wait, what? I've been sending buses for months for free. Okay. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully, I did read a lot of the comment section. John, thank you for joining the live stream. Not much on sushi. I think sushi is hitting a major resistance. Value area high from the range. Lower highs. Stay cautious. Big volatility. Big rejection could happen at this range. At least to come to the point of control at the $1.20, $1.25. There's some major speculation there on those moves. Guys, thank you very much. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow morning-ish, Central European time, 10 o'clock-ish approximately. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Smash up the like button. What's going on? Hey, Sundays and Saturdays and Sundays used to be much busier. People are out there having fun. So, yeah, this is the thing. I am doing a live stream. I'm at home, so why not do a live stream for the community? Monday, let's get ready, guys, for those trading opportunities. Smash up the like button. Check out Bitcoinsensus website. Check all our socials down below. Okay, we've got socials down below. We've also got the bonuses on Bybit, PrimeXBT. All of these different socials that we do have. Twitter, Telegram. Join the Telegram. We got some active mods. If you tag me there, I'll also be active. Ask me any question there and we can interact. Pratesh, you're welcome. Tahonas, can you look at Tesla only if you do stocks? No pressure. I mean, I don't even really know the ticker symbol for Tesla. You know, I hardly ever. It will basically Tesla Inc. on the Nasdaq stock, but we can take a look at it. Absolutely. I don't know why this is up there. Let's take a look at the daily chart on. And wow, I mean, this does not look great. This does look very much like the S&P 500 kind of scenario. It's basically at a support range, almost about to break it. Very similar to S&P 500 and Dow Jones, right? If you do take a look at Dow Jones and S&P 500, it is at a critical support range. If it does lose this level, we are likely to have a pretty decent move down to the $160, right? Where we do have that next big major consolidation from September of 2020. Also, that bounce from this range is possible, but because there is massive bearishness, what I would be looking for would be if we were to have that bounce on Tesla stocks, because it did get a major drop here for the last few weeks. If it were to bounce to 240, 260, I would be looking for that lower high here on Tesla. Would be looking for Fibonacci levels, right? We love Fibonacci. So, you know, we got Fibonacci. We got this drop over here. Where did it get rejected? Let me just guess. It was the 618. It rejected at 618. Fibonacci from this major drop. So we got this lower high. We've got another drop there. Now, yeah, a small double bottom is possible. I would be eyeing the 618 from this drop. I don't think it's even going to reach the highs here of September, which is at 312. Very likely to get resistance from this consolidation right there. If it were to hit that level, $2.70, yeah, massive rejection likely from that level, which would be the 618. But yeah, we're at support. It could break. If it breaks down and closes a strong daily candle below this range, you will see continuation back down, likely getting some movements to the downside. Not much. Thanks a lot. Sorry caught you on the way out. No worries to Honaz. Thank you very much for joining the live stream, guys. People are leaving. We were 450 watching. We got 300. People know I'm going. Guys, thank you very much. We'll be joining tomorrow. Let's do some live trading, okay? Let's do some live trading tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe. It will be round about 10 o'clock Central European time. Thank you very much. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.